Okay, so first of all, let's get our new weapon. We're not going to be using it in the boss fight, but yeah, we are going to be grabbing it.
Let me go whip some things into shape for you.
Now the music here is Waltz Tufels Le Patineur, I think it's Opus 183, or The Skater's Waltz. The reason for this is because, as you will see very shortly,
I gotta give it to my tropical friends. They sure are fun to play around with. So much fun.
Is some ice skates, Odette. Odette itself is named after the protagonist of Swan Lake. Now, apparently, Odile is mentioned in the game description, which is the Black Swan and her rival. Camille wanted Odette to be named Odile because it would match the story better, but decided to stick with a name that people were more familiar with. Because obviously Odette would fit Jean better technically. Now what Odette can do is it can freeze enemies. Annoyingly, it's a bit annoying to use, but freezing enemies is an achievement. And so, here we have boss number 2, Temperantia. Now, Temperantia is Latin for temperance, or moderation, essentially. Which is rather amusing, considering how huge he is.
See that? Everyone rushes at me like crazed fans. They still haven't figured out that I don't give autographs.
So the music for this cutscene is Temperantia Enters. Well, at least you're telling us your plan, that's helpful.
I'm not much for the talkative types. How about we have a little fun instead? You did plan on having fun with me, right? There'll be plenty of time for pillow talk afterwards.
Now, this bit specifically isn't a reference to anything, but Pillow Talk is actually the weapon that Waka has in Okami. And it's also actually the name of one of the unlockable weapons in the game. Now, as I said before, Temperantia is great for getting a lot of halos. Essentially, if you equip Lightning Dagger and just kind of spam that, then you can get up to, and have Gaze of Despair equipped, you can get up to the times 9.9 multiplier very quickly, and it is very, very easily possible to get up to 9,999 times 9.9, and plus, because the combo points stops at 9,999. So this is just brilliant for getting halos, as you can see by the incredible increase in my halo count. This boss took a couple of goes, let's put it that way. The music is Temperantia in Foregoing Pleasures. Now, I do like this boss. At this point, I've played through it a few too many times in recording this playthrough. Well, walkthrough, definitely a walkthrough. So I'm a little bit sick of it, but that's only because I've played through it so many times now. Because to get everything, Halo, well, particularly because I fail so much at playing Bayonetta on harder difficulties, and also an optional thing. I needed to Halo farm to get the strongest weapons and one of the optional characters, because I am incapable of doing that myself. So here we have the first appearance of one of the infernal demons, Hecton Hare. Basically, he is just six fearsome arms randomly. I believe Hecton Hare himself is not really sure what he's based on. It's a little bit kind of complicated, really. Oh no, here we go. Basically, there were 3 giants of incredible strength and ferocity that surpassed all of the titans that they helped to overthrow. And each of them had 100 hands and 50 heads, apparently. So, yeah, the Greek mythology is Hecton Hare. And quite awesome. And now we are kind of heading into the 3rd stage of yeah, we're heading into the 3rd part of boss fight. Basically, the Enochian for summoning Hecton Hare at present is Alpha Yada, which is the empty. And now, as climactic battle begins, this is where you can start getting the combo points way up there. Because essentially you can string together every single one of these pulsating orbs. You just got to be very quick and very on the ball. You're probably not going to be able to get to the 9999 combo points just doing this, but you can do it in the next phase, which is also the hardest phase, really. And it's the one where I always tend to lose all my health. Now, at this point, I'm doing, I'm removing the Gaze of Despair. Well, yeah, because I don't want to lose my wonderful platinum rank. But if you want to get as many halos as possible, then the best trick is to have Gaze of Despair equipped and Celine's Light. Because Celine's Light means that if you get hit, then you automatically enter Witch Time. And you're going to want to do that if you want as many halos as possible. Because you can get up to the 9,999 times 9.9 combo points, which is very helpful. But yeah, this boss fight is rather difficult to get a pure platinum on, because getting the combo score high enough is difficult, but also not getting hit. So yeah, for Temperantia, summoning Hecton Hare, it's Alpha Yada, but surprisingly later on, it's Bayonetta says Alpha Yada Nefna, which means the empty highest, which is quite cool. So I think we have beaten Temperantia to a decent pulp.
Order. back your toy, then.
I do love the way Bayonetta brutally murders these Auditos, whatever. Well, basically the boss angels. See, I told you should remember that little statue. Well, that sucks. And oh dear. Yeah, that's just awkward. I just love that. It's just great that Bayonetta's just so unfazed by that, and she's so powerful that she can kind of hold that with one hand. It's like, wow.
Bugger. And I didn't make any time for pillow talk.
I know, it's such a shame, isn't it, Bayonetta? I love this little gag. It's so great. And it looks like Jean's still following us. But yes, that's the end of Chapter 7. The Cardinal Virtue of Temperance. And we're gonna platinum! Oh yeah! So see that combo score right there?
I should have been a pole dancer.
That can go even higher. Much higher, and you can get up to kind of like 2 million halos in one run. As you can see, I did have to beat this level before, and you can see that was my combo score. But because I got hit too much, it didn't count. Yeah. You won't see many of... Well, you don't think you see that screen at all from now on. But either way, let's get on with this angel attack, and then we can move on to Chapter 8, which is just so much fun. Yeah, literally kind of... The game is just a lot of fun from this point on. Because if you thought that Bayonetta was out of surprises by this point, then you were so wrong. As you will find out in Chapter 8, Route 666.